Starting right now, when whether you're 55, 65, or 75, your body is quietly destroying muscle tissue it has no intention of replacing on its own. This isn't a theory. It isn't a worst-case scenario. It is biology happening in your body at this moment, as you watch this. Researchers have a name for it: sarcopenia. It's defined as the progressive loss of skeletal muscle mass and strength that occurs with aging. And the consequences are more serious and more far-reaching than most people realize. Here's the thing: almost nobody talks about it. Your annual physical probably doesn't test for it. Most doctors don't bring it up until there's already a problem. But the research on this has been building for decades. And what that research shows is something that should be in every conversation about healthy aging. By the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly what sarcopenia is, when it starts, why it accelerates in your 60s, what it does to your fall risk and your metabolism, and the three-part protocol built from clinical evidence that stops it in its tracks. Even if you haven't lifted a weight in your life. Let's start at the beginning. Sarcopenia doesn't start at 60. It starts earlier than most people expect. Around age 40, the average person begins losing skeletal muscle at roughly 1 to 2% per year. Not dramatically. You probably won't notice it happening, but it's happening. Then you hit your 60s. After 60, that rate accelerates. Studies put the loss at 3 to 5% of muscle mass per year in adults who aren't doing anything to counteract it. By the time most people reach 70, they've lost somewhere between 25 and 40% of their peak muscle mass. That loss doesn't just mean feeling weaker, it touches nearly everything. Your metabolism slows because muscle is metabolically active tissue. The more you lose, the fewer calories you burn at rest. Your blood sugar regulation gets worse because muscle tissue is the body's primary sink for glucose. Your immune function weakens, and your risk of falling, and of a fall becoming a fracture, increases dramatically. Sarcopenia is not dramatic. It's quiet. It looks like getting tired on the stairs. It looks like needing to hold on to the railing. It looks like a fall that came out of nowhere. Here's a piece of the biology that most people never hear, and it explains why sarcopenia is so directly linked to falls. Not all muscle fibers the same. Your muscles contain two main types: slow twitch fibers, which handle sustained, endurance-type activity, and fast twitch fibers, which handle power, speed, and explosive movement. With age, the fast twitch fibers go first, and they go disproportionately. Think about what fast twitch fibers actually do in daily life. They're what fires when you trip on a curb and your leg shoots out to catch yourself. They're what engages when you have to react quickly to something unexpected. Fast twitch fibers are your body's emergency response system. When those fibers are depleted, when you've lost 30 or 40% of them, your reflexes slow, your reaction time degrades, and a stumble that your body would have recovered from at 50 becomes a fall at 70. This is the direct biological link between sarcopenia and falls. It's not just that you're weaker, it's that the specific fibers you need for balance and emergency recovery are the ones disappearing fastest. Now, I want to tell you about a study, because at this point you might be thinking, this sounds like something I just have to accept. It's aging, it happens, it doesn't have to. In 1990, a researcher named Dr. Maria Fiatarone published a study in the New England Journal of Medicine. She and her team recruited nursing home residents for a resistance training program. Not active adults in their 60s, not retirees in reasonably good health. Nursing home residents. The average age of the participants was 87. They did high-intensity resistance training, specifically leg exercises, 3 times a week for 8 weeks. At the end of 8 weeks, average muscle strength had increased by 174%. Gait speed improved significantly, and 2 participants who had been using walkers at the start of the study no longer needed them by the end. This is not motivational language. This is a peer-reviewed, published clinical trial. The body's response to the right stimulus doesn't disappear at 80 or 90. It slows. It requires more effort, but the machinery is still there. So what does the reversal protocol actually look like? It has 3 components, all 3 matter. None of them alone is enough. Component 1, resistance training 2 to 3 times per week. The Fiatarone study used high-intensity resistance training, meaning working at 70 to 80% of your maximum effort. You don't need a gym to achieve this. Resistance bands, bodyweight exercises, or light dumbbells are sufficient to provide the stimulus your muscles need. The exercises that matter most are compound movements that engage large muscle groups: squats, step-ups, seated leg presses, hip hinges. These are the muscles that protect your joints, maintain your gait speed, and keep you functional. 2 to 3 sessions per week, with at least 1 rest day between sessions. Component 2, protein, the right amount at the right time. Older muscle is less efficient at using protein than younger muscle. A 30-year-old can build muscle on modest protein intake. A 65-year-old needs to be more deliberate. The research consensus for adults over 60 is 1.2 to 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. For a 150-pound person, that's roughly 82 to 109 grams of protein daily, and timing matters. Consuming at least 30 grams of high-quality protein from animal sources, whey protein, or plant protein combinations within 2 hours of your resistance training session dramatically improves muscle protein synthesis in older adults. Component 3, sleep. This one surprises people, but muscle protein synthesis, the actual rebuilding process, happens primarily during deep slow-wave sleep. Shortcut your sleep and you shortcut your recovery. 7 to 8 hours per night. Consistent schedule. This isn't optional background advice. It's a load-bearing part of the protocol. Sarcopenia is the biological default, but it is not a biological destiny. The research is remarkably consistent. The right combination of resistance training, adequate protein, and quality sleep produces measurable reversal of muscle loss in adults across every age group studied, including adults in their 80s and 90s. The question isn't whether it works. The question is whether you start. If the Fiatarone participants at 87 in a nursing home could increase their strength by 174% in 8 weeks, then you have more room to work with than you might think. The next video on this channel goes deep on protein specifically, how much you actually need, which sources are best for older adults, and how to hit your daily target without cooking 3 meals a day from scratch. It picks up right where this one left off.